So today we're going to talk about mirror neurons. This is a very fascinating realm in which when this is why sports are so entertaining for us is that when our brain is perceiving these experiences, for example, the athletes playing out, we get a kick of adrenaline because our brain can't differentiate in these mirror neurons whether we're actually there or if it's us or like them. And so it doesn't differentiate the experience. And so that's why it increased our heart rate. That's why it's exciting. It's the same reason we like movies. It's the same reason uh, we like these types of experiences is because like when we're watching the exciting movie, it's almost like we're there and it's exciting. And or it could be, whatever kind of quality romantic movie, right? It's like you feel like you're part of the romance. Your brain doesn't differentiate. And so this is a beautiful thing to be aware of because in many cases, people for TV and sports and different forms of entertainment, it can be a way for them. They get off work and they're like, "Oh, I just want to check out or chill or relax or whatever." Though it is important for us to be aware that we might not actually be relaxing depending on the quality of information we're consuming, which is fine if our intention is not to relax. Though if our intention actually is to relax, we might want to find something more relaxing to spend our time doing, like being out in nature and walking or whatever you like to do. That being said, it's totally fine. Like, if you want to watch like an exciting suspenseful movie and it's going to get your heart rate up, it's going to be exciting and like you're going to have this whole experience, which is super beautiful, as long as we're aware that that's what's happening. And so it becomes a matter of like, if I do X behavior, if I take X action, if I watch this movie, what is the actual outcome? If my goal is relaxation, then the super exciting suspenseful movie maybe isn't the the most optimal choice for you. Though there are circumstances where maybe you do want to be excited and get your heart rate up. So there's deeper aspects of this because if someone's system is highly depleted and they're experiencing tons and tons of stress through their work and their relationships and maybe their lifestyle in general is very stressful. Well, adding more stress from them watching an event that creates a stress response in the body may not be the most optimal decision. And so the point of all of this is just to become aware that when we're perceiving things, when we're perceiving information, these mirror neurons actually are acting as if we are there. And so what types of quality of experiences do we want to create for ourselves? What quality of experiences are going to create greater nourishment within our own being? There's another interesting tangent I can make here that's similar in ways to the mirror neurons, but a bit deeper in its mechanisms, and that is of being in nature. For we have the archetypes of nature within us. So the column of a tree is like the column of our spine. The branches are like the arteries in our veins, the branching of our lungs. The seeds are like the we have seeds within us and our reproductive organs and these kinds of things, and even in our cells are very much have a seed structure to them in which they grow and develop. And so the point being is by being in nature, we're actually informing natural mechanisms and processes in our body. So just like the tree is going up into the sky and then it's branching out and creating more surface area for it to receive nutrition from the air and the sun and the water and all these things, our body has that same mechanism at play where our lungs are branching out and they are creating surface area so they can receive the nutrition. When things go through our intestines, they're creating this surface area so that more of the nutrition can be brought in and utilized within the system. And so by informing our being in this way consciously, or just by being in it, you're entering into resonance through your presence in that area. You're actually informing these natural systems in your body and you're creating more life within yourself. Now, the flip side of this is the more we're in environments that are far detached from nature, like these linear boxes that we find ourselves in, these buildings and whatnot, are very unnatural. And so there's a lot of amazing research on children, especially special needs children and struggling learning and learning environments. And they found by changing the shape of the structure that they're in, basically the information field, right? They are changing their experience. And so the kids actually learn better, they found, in certain types of environments than others. And they found that the linear box style structures tend to be the most stressful, uh, which isn't necessarily a bad thing if that's the intention. So we can structure, different buildings based on what the goal is of that building. So, a school would have a different intention than a spa or a gym or a bedroom, right? It's like there's a different role for that building. So shape informs function. The shape of a tree informs the function. The shape of the column archetype is informing the function. It's to create a connection between the below and the above, and there's a connection now. And then the branch, the shape is informing the function. So the branch is going and it's taking one point and it's branching out into a multitude of other points, and that function is to transform the connection, because we have, even in a leaf, there is a branching that happens. So it has the connection here, like this stem is very much like the column, and then it's branching out into more area, right? So the connection has now been transformed into a broader connection. It's became, and also this whole leaf is different, right, than the stem. The stem is more hard and firm. This is softer. So the connection is now transformed, and this allows the plant to interact more with the environment in a favorable way. So this is all the highly intelligent design of nature, and how you are not separate then, but part of nature. So what a beautiful life, and what a beautiful experience to have. And I invite you to explore in nature and to find relaxation in other ways. Enjoy entertainment for sure. Just realize how these things shape your consciousness, and that it may not be what people think it is because it's been normalized, right? So none of this is bad or good. It's more of just a matter of awareness. So enjoy becoming aware of what's happening in your life and what you're creating in your life. And we'll talk soon.